I have your attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I am Jimmy, your astute tourist. We are alive. It is Monday, July 17th. Good morning to everybody. We are coming to you powered by the EMux, EV Mux, however you say it. We're trying this out. We did a sample yesterday, and I figured I'd give it a try just to see how things would work out. But good morning to everybody. I hope you're all doing well. It is hot and steamy here in the Northeast. Right now, we've been sleeping with the covers off and the fans blowing and the AC going. And I'm sitting here. I don't know if you can hear it, but that's the rush of the fan blowing on me right now. It is 70 degrees here in southern New Hampshire. It is hot and steamy, mostly cloudy. It's been doing nothing but raining for 2 days. Go figure. It's been great weather all all week, and then it rains on the weekend. So what can you do? Good morning. I hope you're doing well. Let's see who is in the chat. Sharon is here. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning to Law Jones is here. Shirley from Glitter World is here. Good morning, Shirley, to you. I'm not sure why I'm not seeing all the comments. Crazy. I don't know why. Paul S. Vines is here from PSV Odyssey. Hi, Paul. My mom is here. Good morning, Mom. Newfoundland England's family are here. Thank you guys for coming in. It's good to see you all. You got your roads all washed out in many places up there. Yeah, they live. They probably live an hour and a half, 2 hours north of where I am. And yeah, it's crazy. Crazy the amount of water we've had. Not sure why I can't see everything, but here we go. I got it. Dawn is here from New Beginnings, my everyday life in rural Cyprus. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Good to see you. Okay, so it is Monday. Best sip of the day, folks. Good morning to you. Nice steamy hot cup of coffee. We've had a decent weekend, I guess. How about you? Has everybody had a good weekend? I know we had it was somewhat busy. We had some things to do. Saturday we got rained out, man. I'm telling you, both days it was raining. I actually had to bring the Jeep in the garage and do some work to it in there. We wired up the Jeep so that I can flat tow it behind the Astute, the Tourist Express, the RV, and it's all wired up. But like I said, I bring it in the garage. I'd rather work on it outside, but what can you do? There's not a whole lot you can do. But we got that done. Took care of some things we had to do. Saturday, we didn't do a whole lot. We kind of chilled out. Oh, that is not true. Let me explain to you what happened on Saturday. Let's do this first. Let me put up the Let me put up the link if anybody wants to come into the chat. There you go. And you have been invited. So come on in. I'd love to have somebody come up on the panel and try out this new platform here, or new to me anyway. So Friday night we went and picked up the girls from the airport. They had been in Atlanta all week on a buying trip for the store. Good morning, Brandon. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Jen. Good morning, Law. Good morning, Shirley. Good morning, Dawn. Good morning, Paul. Who'd I miss? The Newfoundlander Ingalls family. Good morning, Ingalls family. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. I feel like I did. Paul and Law. All right, looks like I'm all caught up. Get my little trick going here. Yes, they came back from their buying trip. They spent a lot of money too, but it's for the business. I don't know what they're getting for products. Thank you, Dawn. I don't know what they're getting for products, but pretty cool stuff that they were showing me some pictures. Hey, Denise, how are you? Good morning to you. So they did their buying trip, and we went. So anyway, so I called up my brother-in-law, who happens to be the owner of the business, and I asked him if he would like me to accompany him to the airport, and he said yes. He was going to call me and talk to me anyway. So he refinishes and restores furniture and woodwork and things like that. Well, he was contacted by the Old North Church Foundation in Boston, Massachusetts. And if you're familiar with the Old North Church, that is the church that Paul Revere looked at the steeple to see if it was one of by land, two of by sea. I'm sure most of you would recall that. Well, he has an opportunity to, or let me back up a little bit. So under the church, there is a crypt where they had buried folks from back in the day. One of the people buried there happens to be the very first commander of the USS Constitution, which is better known as Old Ironsides. It's the oldest commissioned warship in the U.S. Navy. It is docked in Boston, in Charlestown, Massachusetts, at the Charlestown Navy Yard, and it was around and fought in the Revolution. Also buried there is a major from the British Army that was killed during the Battle of Bunker Hill, along with many other people. So these crypts are sealed with wooden doors, and Richard has been hired to renovate and restore these wooden doors for these crypts. And he's invited me to document the whole thing. So I'm excited. Saturday, I spent a good portion of the day with him. Forgive me. And we opened they brought the doors. There's 15 of them. They have removed them out of the spots, each crypt, and they packaged them up and brought them up to him here in southern New Hampshire, and he opened them up and we documented it. And I'll be involved pretty much along the way through the process. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I did a bunch of filming, so that's what I did Saturday. So, and Colleen worked, and then of course we kind of chilled and had dinner Saturday night because I really hadn't seen her for a week. So Sharon says, Jimmy, I've been up all night. A few problems with people trying to get inside my house, but I bet they won't try that again. Sharon, my goodness, do you live in the city? Got to spend money to make money, right, Denise? I'm just running through these. Everyone's asking. Dawn is posting the merch show. Thank you, Dawn. That's right. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe out the subscribe and share us out. I've had a great ×7 grandfather that fought in the Revolutionary War. No way. That's cool. Dawn is asking about the puppies, telling Brandon the bear that Sophie is the baby and Molly is bigger. Yeah, they're actually in with Colleen now, as per usual. Now that Colleen's home. Let's see. Aha. So let me see. I got to get to this. So, of course, because I have to have. Oh, no, it didn't save it. Oh, it did. Okay. All right. So, Denise, let's see. Jen has the joke. Why are peppers the best at archery? Because they have an arrow. I did it. I have the drum rim shot. Because they have an arrow. Right on. So that's what we did Saturday. Yesterday, I did wire up the Jeep. So far, so good. Everything's. That's right. I was looking for the rim shot. I set this all up yesterday. It's still new to me, so it'll take a little bit to get used to. But so now I'm going to have to research on how to flat tow the Jeep behind the RV. Because I want to make sure everything is done correctly. I don't want to ruin anything or break anything. There's a process to it. So there's the hitch that hitches up. You got to hook the electrical up. There's a device that goes between the brake pedal and the seat in the Jeep that will brake when the RV brakes. It'll feel the pressure and it'll brake the Jeep. So to slow everything down. Denise says she got her new iPad, and how cool is that? That is awesome. You threw a firecracker at them. Oh, my goodness. You need to call the cops. Who are these people trying to get into your house? Man, you live in quite a place there. I don't think I would like to come there. Although I pity the fool that tries to get into my house because they're going to get more than a firecracker. Just saying. You love new toys. Yeah, me too. Well, was it you, right? That said yesterday I was like a kid with a new toy playing with this new platform. I think we're streaming to Facebook. Does anyone know if we are? I think I set that up. Let me look. Join us live now. Yeah, we are on Facebook. That's a first for me. I've never done. I don't think I've done a Facebook Live like this before. Maybe at a gig once, but it says there's 2 people in the chat. So good morning, Facebook. Good morning to you all. I appreciate you coming in. And if you haven't been to the stream before, we do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday mornings at 6 a.m., Wednesday nights at 6 p.m., which is Hump Day Cocktail Hour. And Wednesday nights, you can join me right here in the studio lounge, where we'll make up a drink for the day, and we enjoy a cocktail. We kind of slide into the hump of the work week and get ready and push towards the weekend. So thank you for coming in this week. Okay, that was you. All right, cool. Sharon says, I don't know who they are, but I lit that firecracker and it sounded like a gun and they were gone quickly. Damn, Sharon, I don't want to come across you, my friend. Not like that. Not like that at all. All right. So let's do some other stuff here, shall we? You guys ready for this? This Week in History. This Week in History is brought to you by Revive Furniture and Home Decor. You can go to revivefurnitureandhomedecor.com. Check them out. You can decorate and outfit your whole home. If you want a custom piece of furniture, they do provide that as well. Living room sets, dining room sets. They have bedding. There is some fashion items, believe it or not, and all kinds of home decorations and decor. It's lovely. Check them out at revivefurniture.com, and you can order things online. So check them out. So it is July 17th, and on this day in 1453, French forces routed the English in the Battle of Castillon, the concluding battle of the 100 Years' War. It's a long time, 100 years, fight a war. The French and Indian War was the 7 Years' War. That was a long time, but 100, my goodness. In 1683, Turkish forces began the siege of Vienna against the Habsburg Holy Roman Emperor Leopold I. 1763, John Jacob Astor, founder of a renowned family of Anglo-American capitalists, business leaders, and philanthropists, was born in Waldorf, Germany. Wasn't one of the Astors on board the Titanic? I could be wrong. I don't know if that's true or not. Could be wrong. I've been wrong before. In 1862, Abraham Lincoln, his wartime Congress passed the Second Confiscation Act, a precursor to the Emancipation Proclamation. They passed the Second Confiscation Act, which was a precursor to the Emancipation Proclamation. Okay. I think I need a little more coffee. What do you think? In 1902, let's try that again. I'm having that kind of morning. Tongue-tied. It is Monday. In 1902, American mechanical engineer Willis Carrier completed drawings for what would become the first modern air conditioner. We certainly need that today, don't we? The first modern air conditioner. In 1918, the Carpathia, the ocean liner that rescued the survivors of the Titanic in 1912, was sunk by German U-boats during World War I. Not a very good ending for a boat that saved a bunch of people. In 1918, former Russian Tsar Nicholas II and his family were executed by the Bolsheviks. Some happy stuff in the history news today. In 1944, German Field Marshal Erwin Rommel was seriously injured when his car was forced off the road by British fighter bombers. In 1945, Joseph Stalin, Winston Churchill, and Harry S. Truman met at the Potsdam Conference, the last Allied summit conference of World War II. In 1955, for a lot of you enthusiasts, you'll like this one. In 1955, on this day, an amusement park featuring attractions based on creations by Walt Disney and the Disney Company opened in Anaheim, California, better known as Disneyland. That opened today in 1955. And the rest is history, folks. They're all over the world. In 1996, TWA Flight 800 crashed into the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Long Island, killing 230 people on board. The U.S. government inquiry determined that a mixture of fuel and air had ignited accidentally within a fuel tank, though others believe the jetliner was shot down by a missile. I remember that, 1996. Do you remember that? There's videos of something hitting it, but that was something that was not proven. So, who knows? Hi, John from J&N Travels is here. Good morning. Good to see you, my friend. Just stopping in to say hello. Well, good morning to you, sir. I hope your wife is doing well. On this day in 1998, the United Nations completed the statute establishing the International Criminal Court, which began sitting 4 years later. In 2009, American journalist Walter Cronkite, who was the longtime anchor of CBS Evening News with Walter Cronkite, which ran from 62 to 81, became known as the most trusted man in America. He died at the age of 92 in 2009. I grew up watching Walter Cronkite. He was on when they landed on the moon, and we watched him every night talking about Vietnam and other major things that happened in the world. In 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight 17 crashed in separatist-held territory in the Ukraine, killing all 298 people on board. A Dutch investigation later determined that the aircraft was shot down by a Russian-made surface-to-air missile. Gotta love it. In 2020, American civil rights leader and politician John Lewis, who helped lead the march that was halted by police violence on the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama in 1965, a landmark event in the history of the civil rights movement, died at the age of 80. Some notable birthdays. On this day in 1935, Donald Sutherland, Canadian actor, was born. In 1947, Camilla, Queen of the United Kingdom, was born. 1954, Angela Merkel, the Chancellor of Germany, was born. 1958, Wong Kar-wai, Chinese director, was born. Terence Tao, Australian mathematician, was born. And Scottish philosopher Adam Smith died on July 17th, 1790 in Edinburgh, Scotland. In 1936, beginning the Spanish Civil War, a well-planned uprising by nationalist rebels against the Republican government of Spain began this day in 1936, sparking a bloody civil war that lasted until 1939, when the nationalists and Francisco Franco assumed power. Well, there you go. There you have this day in history. This Week in History. Okay, like I said, This Week in History is brought to you by Revive Furniture and Home Decor. Check them out at revivefurnitureandhomedecor.com. And just take a look over there. See what you see and see if you like it. So we appreciate it. I know that Dawn has been doing a great job of posting all the links to our Teespring store. Pick up some shirts and in that. Go to our Etsy store. You can get this lovely cup as well as others, some t-shirts and things. You can support us by going to our PayPal, paypal.me/The Astute Tourist. You can support us that way. You can give us a super chat, a super sticker, a super thank you. You can join our channel and become a member. We appreciate your membership as well. Thank you for that. And Appreciate all your support. So I've been loading in videos, and that one's missing. Mona did what? So thank you, Mona, for that. And thank you for all of your support, your continued support. We appreciate you guys and love you. Love you so much and appreciate you guys. So thank you for that. So what am I missing in the chat? Let's go over. Denise says, I wonder if he had the Habsburg jaw. He may have. People are saying Jimmy's talking like Dawn. I know I've been stumbling on my tongue this morning. Sharon says she's expecting some gemstones this week. Denise remembers Cronkite. His voice was distinctive, right? You couldn't miss the guy. My father watched the news every night, as well as many fathers did in those times. After supper, we would sit down and watch several hours of news and then whatever Dad thought he would like, so to watch afterwards. Sharon, get a perfect turquoise stone that you'd love, Dawn. My favorite gemstone, I don't know, diamond. Bring it on. Bring on the diamond. Now, I want to know if somebody in Facebook, if they comment, I think I'll just see them as a Facebook commenter, right? Is that how that goes? Let me test this out. So I'll put that in the comment. No, it comes up with my name and says test, so but it shows that it's from Facebook. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Your dad watched the news until he went to bed? That's a long time. I know I can remember as a little kid going, when's the news going to be over? Something better's got to be on. Something better has to be on. Why isn't he watching it? But that's what little kids do. Now I ride around in my car and I listen to AM radio, talk radio, just like my dad. Crazy, right? You need to inform yourself with more than just what's on regular television. In fact, if I were you, I wouldn't be watching any information from regular television. There's a whole world of information out there, and you need to go seek out the information and sift through it and decide for yourself what's out there, because there's a lot of misinformation, a lot of disinformation. There's a lot of that out there. So it's important to be able to inform yourself and make sure that you get the right information. And how do you know you got the right information? It's tough. I know for me, my gut tells me what's right and what's wrong. But anyway, so Sharon says, I don't have any diamonds, but I've got a quartz crystal, though. Yeah, quartz crystal's cool. We have plenty from New Hampshire here. I was thinking about getting a rock tumbler. I had one when I was a kid. Sharon, did you go over to my friend, this guy, the Captain Show? YouTube? Go over and check him out. You'll like him. He's a rock hound. He's a friend of mine, Kevin Hill, from over in England. And he, thanks, Dawn. You guys may have missed that one, the Budweiser Brewery Beer Garden. That's pretty cool. That's when I had a beard. Want to see me with a beard? That's when I was out of work with the shoulder injury. This old shoulder here wouldn't work right. Hi from Facebook. Hi, Jen. Thank you. you really need to go over and check out his channel. He's got some good stuff. I wonder, can I add? It says share video, share a screen. Share a screen. Oh, I guess this is like here, let me go over and find Kevin for you, just to show you a little bit about the boy, the man. The man, the legend. All right, so now if I go back over here and I go share the screen, there we go. There you go. So can you see that? Am I sharing the screen? I don't know if I was sharing it or not. Try that again. I don't think it worked. Share the screen. I don't know. I don't think it's popping up, but either way, go over see the Captain Show. The Captain Show channel is what he's called, Kevin Hill. He's a good dude. He's got some good videos, and he does, yeah, for whatever reason it's not sharing. I'm not surprised. They can never make these things work. But he's got a great channel, and Sharon, if you being a rock hound, the guy is into it, man. They got all kinds of quarries. He goes to them. He's cracking rocks open with a hammer, and he's tumbling them, and he'll actually take some and put them on a grinder, and he'll grind them down to see what's inside, and it's pretty cool. So I think you'd be interested in that. You guys should start to chat with each other. Be a lot of fun, I think, for you. Let's see. I forgot to. Law Jones says, unfortunately, news today is so different. Sensationalism is an attempt to beat the other channels out until they find the facts, right? And they did it through history at times, but you could trust a lot of the news today, especially I hate to use the term mainstream media, but the ones that are on all the major 3 channels. I don't even watch regular TV. We cut cable years ago. Where do you get your news from? Can you tell me, folks? Tell me, where do you, if you're like me and you're into news, where do you get it from? The BBC is fake. They're known for that. Yeah, they're all owned by corporations, and they try to jam down your throat things that they want you to know, whether it's true or not. But where do you get your news? They're taking American news is very different than what we see here. So you get yours from PBS? Yeah, I don't watch PBS. PBS is government-run television, and I won't watch it. I will not watch it. So I get my news from several places. AM radio, like I said. I also watch a news outlet called Real American News, which is a Christian-based news station. I also get another one from OANN, One America News Network. And then there's others that I go to and I sift through online. I don't watch the Chicken News Network. I don't watch the Alphabet Soup Network, MSNBC, or any of those. I don't trust those companies because I just think I'm one of those. I just think they're not giving us the correct information, the things that we really need to know. You don't have to watch any of the ones I suggested. I'm just saying go out and watch news, listen to news, and then sift through it and let your gut tell you what you think is correct. A lot of propaganda out there in the world. Lots of propaganda. And you got to be careful. Thanks, Don, for sharing the captain's link. I'm going to send him a message later and let him know we were giving him a shout out on the channel. Don says, I asked my volunteers from around the world what is really happening in their countries. Yeah, that's actually a good idea, Don. But even then, they may be misinformed. You know what I do is, because I'm somewhat of an extrovert, I talk to people, try to find out what's going on around them. Talk to people like you. You all live around the world. What's going on in your neck of the woods, as they would say? There's not a lot of happening here in New England, other than Massachusetts, although Massachusetts is slowly becoming more of a socialist state than ever. They're terrible. They border my state, and just the things they try to do down there. They tax people to death. They try to pass these crazy laws and things. I'm not going to get on a soapbox, but I'm glad I live in the live free or die state. Even here we have our problems. Jimmy, I'm subscribed to your friend's channel now. Well, thank you. Yeah, check him out. Tell him that I sent you over there, Sharon. Because, again, like I said, you being a rock hound, this guy is into it. I'm sure you guys can exchange info and ideas and all of that stuff. So he's pretty good. Paul says, I don't trust any news source that blindly backs one political party or a politician. Right on, brother. Right on. I've been accused of following a certain political party, and I'm not. I don't. Not that I want to get into politics, but I don't. I walked on the line, man, and I look at both sides, and I try to find out what I think is working for best. But what's up, Madman McCracken? It's good to see you. Yeah, we are above water here. How about you? So the Madman lives just north of me. You guys were getting the floods over there? Hey, Danielos is here. Hi, Danielos. How are you? Thank you, Sharon. Yeah, let him know. Paul, I'm with you. I miss Paul Harvey. I really do. Those guys, they would tell you the real story, right? And now the rest of the story. Denise says, you'll love this. A local guy was arrested on a warrant because his cat crapped in his neighbor's yard. And that's the world we're coming to, right? People's cats are crapping in the yard and they're getting arrested. People are getting arrested for flying the American flag. Are you effing kidding me? But it's happening. People are beating each other up on the road. Look at them. They go into Walmart and they just tear the place up, or they'll go into a fast food restaurant and they start smashing it up because they ran out of cheeseburgers or something. I don't get it. Politicians are easy. Just check the voting record. Politicians are not your friend. Remember that. politicians are not your friend. There's only about 20% of the federal politicians that think like we do. The rest think about their bank accounts. What was it that Harry Truman said, Paul? He said something about politicians getting rich or something. Hi, Tina. Good morning to you. Tina Mason Saulnier is watching from Facebook. Good morning. But Harry S. Truman, what did he say? Heavy floods, huh, madman? Yeah. Right, Law? And that's the thing. You don't have to agree with everybody. But I liked people like Paul Harvey that would make you think. There's still some people out there. What I'd like everybody to do is don't believe everything that you're being told. Do the research yourself. You know, if I picked a person and I said, oh, don't trust that guy, don't take my word for it. Go watch that guy or that girl. Hear what they have to say and then make up your mind. Daniel Lewis says, okay, it's hot here, a little free time, and that's how summer flies. Politics? Yeah, I don't really like talking about it, but sometimes it's what grinds my gears, as they say. It's everywhere, but you don't always have to pay with money, right? Meanwhile, the city is going to hell from robberies and murders, homeless vagrants, carjackings, but they arrest this guy. Exactly. Exactly. Good morning, Dad. Good morning to you. Dawn says, true fact, our prisons is filled mostly with goat wrestlers. Wow. It's like the Old West over there, but with goats. Why are they wrestling goats, Dawn? Are they selling them on the black market for food? I don't recall, but it's hard to trust people that will spend millions to $100K a year job, right? I got to look up that quote. Harry S. Truman quotes. I'll tell you, he may not have been the longest president we had, but he was a pretty wise guy. He said, once a government is committed to the principle of silencing the voice of the opposition, it has only one way to go, and that is down the path of increasingly repressive measures until it becomes a source of terror to all its citizens and creates a country where everyone lives in fear. Sound familiar? Sound like what's going on? An honest public servant can't become rich in politics. He can only attain greatness and satisfaction by service. It's amazing what you can accomplish if you do not care who gets the credit. Here's a great quote. My choice in life was either to be a piano player in a whorehouse or a politician. To tell the truth, there's hardly a difference. There was from the Fire Academy, there was a bumper sticker out there for a while. I think I have it kicking around here somewhere. It says, please don't tell my mother I'm a firefighter. She still thinks I'm a piano player in a whorehouse. Does that one deserve the rim shot? There you go. He said something about only crooks can become rich in politics or something like that. They're not I can't find the one he said, but I mean, if you look at the politicians today, look at them all. They walk in a service with a couple $100,000 in their bank, and they walk out with a couple $100 million in their bank. How's that fair? What are they doing to get all that money? How are you making all that money in politics? Watching the news can be very overwhelming. Try to think global. Get the big picture, then narrow it down to your area of it. This is a far less stressful. You have the big picture. That's right, Law. Fantastic advice. Goat farmers are the richest peeps in Cyprus. Big money goats and still more goats than peeps. Is that right? Maybe I should take all my hundreds and come over and become a goat trader in Cyprus. You think I'll think I can live in a mansion over there? Sharon says, I was asked Saturday, I went to my nephew's birthday party. Oh, happy birthday, Jackson. And there was a guy there. He asked me, did I want to take some gemstones out of the box that was there? The box of gems belonged to my niece's friend's son. I told that guy I don't have to steal. I see. Good for you. Paul says, I say the same thing about truck driving, right? Don't tell your mother you're a truck driver. It's crazy. How do we get on this tangent? Anyway, so we're going to Watkins Glen coming up. We're going to be leaving Thursday. So I think Thursday morning we'll still have Cup of Joe live. It's early. I won't be leaving that early. But I hope to get everything set up and ready to go and hit the road before noontime. It's going to be about a 6-hour trek out to where we're going, and pending any stops along the way. We do like to stop sometimes if we find something interesting to look at. But if you're not familiar with Watkins Glen, it's in New York, and it's out by the Finger Lakes. I think there's 5 of them. Oh, let's look. That's the nice thing. We have the world at our fingertips. Let's look it up. The Finger Lakes in New York. The Finger Lakes are a group. Oh, what did I say? 5 of them? Finger Lakes are a group of 11 long, narrow, roughly north to south lakes located south of Lake Ontario in the area called the Finger Lakes region of New York in the United States. This region straddles the northern and transitional edge known as the Finger Lakes uplands and gorges ecoregion of the northern Allegheny Plateau and the interior lowland ecoregion of the Great Lakes lowlands. Well, there you go. Let's see. It says notable places. Let's see. There has many Underground Railroad sites that were documented. For example, the Harriet Tubman home at Auburn recalls the life and work of the African-American Moses of her people. That would be interesting to see since I'm a history guy. Seneca Falls is there. It was the birthplace of the suffragette movement. Waterloo was the birthplace of Memorial Day. Elmira, just to the south, was the home of Mark Twain in his later life and the site of the infamous Civil War prison. Corning is most noted as the home of Corning Glass Works in the Corning Museum of Glass. We're probably going to go there. I hear it's pretty cool. So we'll probably bring you some videos of that. It was a major railroad center. Locomotives were repaired there for many years, and real passenger cars were built. Well, they are built there today. Notable among historic buildings in the region is the Granger Homestead, a large village house in the Federal style. Another Federal style example is the Prouty Chew House in Geneva. There's some Greek Revivals style homes. The Seward House in Auburn, a National Historic Landmark, is a mansion more characteristic of the Civil War era, virtually unchanged from the 19th century. The Belhurst Castle in Geneva, a stone mansion. The Sonnenberg Mansion is there. There's lots of fishing and hunting, and I could go on, but one of the reasons, here we go. This is one of the reasons we're going to go, because my wife is a wine enthusiast. The Finger Lakes region is New York's largest wine-producing region, over 400 wineries and vineyards. Surrounds Seneca, Cayuga, Canandaigua. Don't ask me to say all these names. But we're going there to check out some of the vineyards. So that's why we're heading out there. It should be a lot of fun. And we'll probably be coming. I'll probably do our Friday morning from there on location in Watkins Glen. That's where we're going to make our base camp. There are areas of the United States that have self-appointed judges that serve without any idea what the laws are, right? The pool is calling. All right, Don, have a good evening. Thank you for coming in without ever having been to law school or even watching Perry Mason, right? Ridiculous. Perry Mason. Daniel says, Perry Mason, I'm from Poland. When I was a kid, I was watching this, right? Seward was with Lincoln, wasn't he? I think so. I think you're right, Paul. I think you are right. It is 55 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Good morning to you. Cheers to all of you. Best second sip of the day. Best second sip of the day. All right. So I guess this has been somewhat fun and different little platform me to operate on. I don't know if I like it or not. It reminds me of StreamYard. The picture looks fantastic. I am connected to the network. We are live on Facebook, which is cool. Bob Autry is live with us. Good morning, Bob. It's good to see you, my friend. Hope you and Deb are doing well. Are you still on your cruise? Have you completed your cruise? Raymond Burr says, Raymond Burr was a great actor, even on radio. I love to listen to Fort Laramie. Everybody's jumping the PMA. I love it. Gonna have those t-shirts made. Hashtag PMA, right? We're gonna do it. All right, so let's do it. Don't forget PMA, positive mental attitude. PMA will definitely save your day. When I tell you I'm living proof that it works, believe me. Look at this smiling face. Look, we all can have troubles and problems in life. It's how you deal with them that's important. Head into everything with a positive mental attitude, and I'm telling you, it'll protect you and keep you from harm. Pushes that negative energy away. The good Lord gave us free will, and you can use that free will to use PMA to your benefit. It's so very important. So don't forget that. Don't forget to make a difference in somebody's day today. Say a kind word, smile at somebody, shake their hand, give them a hug if they're willing. In-law says, please, if you have a chance, be a good Samaritan. That's what I'm talking about. Be nice to people. If you find yourself getting aggravated with someone, take a mental step back and a deep breath. Because we don't know everybody's story. Somebody could be having a bad day. There are people having a bad day. You can help them just by smiling at them or giving them a little bit more time to do what they need to do. Make a difference in somebody's day. Oh, that's right, Mom. That's 100% right. Don't forget to thank a first responder, the men and women of the fire service, police department, our healthcare workers like Denise. Thank you, Denise, for what you do. Denise is keeping us all healthy, safe. Her along with many others like her. We appreciate all that you do. Our men and women of the armed forces are out there on the wall, the proverbial wall every day, protecting us, keeping them from harm's way, protecting our freedoms and our liberties. Everything that thing right there represents. That good old red, white, and blue. I love my flag. I fly it several places. It's a testament to the people that came before us, that gave up the ultimate sacrifice, their freedoms, their liberties, in their life, so that we can live in a world that we're in today. I like that, Jen. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. It's true. Be nice to people. Don't forget, we all can have opinions. Sometimes our opinions aren't the same as others. Respect that. Just because you don't disagree with somebody means you can't be their friend. You can agree to disagree. Happens all the time. We're all human beings and we're here for a short time. Let's make our time worth it. Thanks for joining me. I don't have my outro in here. It wouldn't, for some reason, wouldn't put it in. I guess I'm going to have to make another one. But we'll go out with Mr. T. What do you think? Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. My name is Jimmy. I want to wish everybody peace and love. I'm your astute tourist. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Hi guys, this is Mr. Tranquilo and you are watching the Astute Tourist channel. Enjoy it.